checks. Looks like everybody's asleep on board. But we are going to fire this up. I'm going to talk you through an interplanetary transfer. I know I need to do this earlier. I appreciate the feedback. I want to know where you are in Europe. Because I would really like to get some KSA sessions. Is Nightbot dead too? Nightbot's also dead. But I do appreciate the feedback from everybody. Let me know what time it is where you. Let me know how many hours earlier we would need to do this. What's up, Pale Raider? What's up, Santy? How's it going? Anything else? Anything else? I'm poking Nightbot. Casper! What's up? What time is it where you are, Casper? I'm a dumb American, right? I know nothing. I've never been to Europe. I went to Mexico once. Does that count? But I don't really know the time zones over there or where everybody lives. So there's so much chat coming in. Let me go get Nightbot. Nightdev.com. Because I really would like some KSA support for the European crowd. I would like it so you didn't have to stay up until mazillion forevers in order to see KSA. So that's what I'm trying to get fixed here. Nightbot's coming in. Nightbot, get over here. So it's almost midnight in Western Central Europe. Okay, Dutch is hosting me. Dude, Dutch, I appreciate the host. Past AM for sure, Keem. There's Nightbot. Nightbot, I need to mod you. Mod Nightbot. All right, Nightbot's in action, y'all. We're good to go. I can close that down. I've got that done. I appreciate all the... Mary 9000, I've been doing it for just a little bit. I've been doing it just for a little bit. It's a nuclear wasteland. So much chat. Wow, there's nothing I can do about the chat, y'all. There's so much chat coming in. Am I looking okay? Do we have everything set? That's good, that's good. Ah, I'm missing some stuff. I've got that going. I've got the follower notify going. I don't... No, we're not on KSP TV, not right now. I've got that. I've got no chat. Where's my chat? All right, there's my chat. It needs to be resized just a little bit, and then we're going to take out this cruise ship on an interplanetary run. Remade modded. It doesn't. It always complains to me. It doesn't. It always complains to me. There's the screen chat, Sandy. There's the screen chat. I beat you to it. I beat you to it. I did beat you to it. So we've got screen chat. We've got the ship. That's looking. Let's get ready to look so good on the ship there. Take my time, dude. DK. What's going on, DK? How's it going? So I'm basing my understanding of European time zones on GMT, but it sounds like most of Europe is GMT plus something, and I'm GMT minus something. So that's probably what's going on. Just my understanding. I mean, that's why I appreciate people coming in here and telling me how it goes. Anyways, what I wanted to do, I'll start in 2 minutes. What I wanted to do was get this interplanetary craft transferred out, and I think we're going to take it to Eve. We've already got one in orbit around Eve. We've got one in orbit around Eve. Kako 32. I usually stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is GMT minus 4 last I checked. It sounds like it may be GMT plus 4. I don't even know. I have no clue. Should be 6 hours added to EST. Okay, Central Europe is 6 hours. Gotcha. This is too complicated. Let me go do something easy like an interplanetary transfer. I can't figure out time zones. So let me go fly a ship to a different planet. That sounds easier. I don't think this one has the Kerbals on board. Let's have a look. We've got a couple Kerbals, but it's just a crew of 3, so this is a shakedown. Is this an older version? No, this is the new one. She's got the snout. It's the Mark. It's the B. Let's check the docking ports here. Ah, that's a landing craft. That is a landing craft. Ah, I wonder if that thing has enough Delta V. Does it have chutes on it? I don't think it has chutes. Does it have chutes? I'm not seeing any chutes. You could do a lunar landing. It's got the docking adapter in there, so that's good. Okay. Oh, this was the one that's broken. That's right. It's the one that doesn't have the B in there. All right. Let's close that down so you can see what's going on. Let's close the ports. Let's check the other ports. Again, remember, this stream brought to you by Delicious Dr. Pepper. This is better on this side. No interplanetary cruise is without Delicious Dr. Pepper. They don't pay me to say that. I just drink a lot of Dr. Pepper, and it's a good fun joke that we kind of have here on KSA. But we've actually got 3 Dr. Pepper probes. I'll show you what you can do with these Dr. Pepper probes. Each one of the Dr. Pepper probe consists of, at minimum, 3 parts. 5 parts with solar panels, 7 parts with batteries, 5,500 meters per second of Delta V. The Dr. Pepper can, with 5 to 7 parts, can go anywhere in the solar system. Good times, though. Good times. Anyways, let's go ahead and close that down. there is that. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with that. And let's see if we can't set up an interplanetary transfer for this ship going out to Duna. Get rid of daylight savings. How long is the cargo bay? Blipman, it's 1.5 docking units. It is a regular size docking bay and a half-size docking bay for the actual awaycraft bays. And I did a user submission challenge. I've got so many user submissions. I did a user submission challenge where I had users design crafts that would fit in this docking bay that could provide some sort of recreation or transport for the 127 Kerbals that are on board the Majesty class interplanetary cruise ship here. So, this is actually a two-part ship. It breaks into two parts and you dock it together before you go off. It's like a science lander sort of thing. So we're going to call this a shakedown run. We are going to call this a shakedown run. Denmark checking in at midnight. Steel Mage, I appreciate that. Needs more Mountain Dew. What? Yeah, everybody follow Mater, by the way. Look, I'll prove it. You can't see it there. I need to scroll the chat. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Scroll. So close. I think I'm showing that. Unfollow. Wait, there's Mater's name. Follow Mater. Wait, and DK was in here, dude. Follow Mater. Where's DK? Did I see DK? Seriously, who have I missed? There was DK. Follow DK as well. Declarations. Follow him. Are you still here, DK? Didn't even know. Anyways, Jody Wolf, what's going on? There was that little ringly-dingly thing. I think we're good. Follow everyone. Just a huge circle of following. All right, we've got that notification. We've got that. We've got that. Ooh, but definitely follow Dawson DK first. Just follow. Just click everywhere. What? It's not like you have X number of follow points that you can dole out once a day. Just shut up and click. Which buttons are duplicating? Oh, last thing. I've got one more thing I've got to do over here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where is that notification for the donations? There we go. I have to give a shout out right quick. I do have to give a shout out. Yesterday, I was streaming on the official KSA channel, and I got a donation that came in. It was No IO, wasn't it? Let me look it up right quick. I believe that that's who it was. And I couldn't, because I was on KSA, or KSP TV, I wasn't supposed to do a shout out on it, but I'm going to get caught up on that right now. Let me see if I've got it. Dream tip. And then we're going to take this thing interplanetary. Interplanetary. Habdeldub. Habdeldubub. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Let me make sure I got this right. Who was it last night? It was No IO. Dude, No IO, I appreciate the donation last night. I saw you in the channel earlier. I hope you're still here. Thanks for all the time you give to the community. Keep teaching and remember to drink. Dude, No IO, I will remember to drink. This is delicious Dr. Pepper. But I totally appreciate that last night. I do totally appreciate that. I was supposed to have it turned off, and then it was the noise went off in my ear while I was on KSP TV. But I do totally appreciate it, No IO. I will drink. I appreciate it. Delicious Dr. Pepper. Cheers, mate. Alright, so that's good. I wanted to get caught up on that. I said that I was going to get caught up on that. Gab, what's going on? There's No IO, dude. No IO right there in the channel. Alright. A lot of follows coming in. Guys, I'm just sitting here looking at a ship. Chill out. We've got Real Flyboy 86. We've got the Jamster 123. Pale Rider, Mike Kerbal, Habeldebob, Low Liger Lane. Is that Liger? Like a lion and a tiger? Is that the reference there? Kako 32. 1583776. Is that your phone number? It's like 8675309. Thunderman. BLT. How many follows did I get? I'm just sitting here talking. Let's take this ship out somewhere, y'all. Let's take this ship out. Let's take her for a spin. See what she can do. First thing I'm going to do, I think I'm all caught up with chat. Is it in the same screen you play, or is it in another screen edited to look like an in-game chat? No, it's not in the same screen I play. It's off on the other thing, and I'm doing a window capture. So, it is not something I say. Dennis plays a game. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Did we just get that? Yeah, it's a window capture. Deathbell on, dude. I appreciate that. Guys, I gotta get going. I'll get caught up on chat. Let me get this ship going. I've got 55 minutes. And I think I'm going to take this one out to Duna because we don't have a Majesty at Duna right now. So let's, you know, the number one thing that you need to do is extend navigational antennas here. Because without the navigational antennas, who am I kidding? Those things don't do anything. They're just for decoration. let's click on the Delta V first. So I'm going to bring up Kerbal Engineer, and I can see that fully unlocked, right now the ship is carrying 5119 meters a second Delta V. That is basically all points Kerbal. Everything in the Kerbal system we can get to on this ship. If we needed more Delta V, we could actually put more Delta V into the tanks. We could open up some of these docking bays, and instead of having the Dr. Pepper probe cores in there, we could actually put additional fuel. Instead of the away craft, we could put additional fuel in there. So I could get even more than that. I've got it up to like 56 or 5700. If you want a copy of this craft, if you want to play along, open in your own window, that is perfectly cool. You can get a copy from right here. A copy from right here. Craft. There you go. There you go. Antares, the best way to send me a ship or probe is to upload it to Dropbox or Kerbal X and then send it to me in a Twitch message. That's probably the best thing to do, is send it to me in a Twitch message for now. I was putting out my email, and then I started to get some random spam sort of emails, so I don't know if I want to do that. Adel, actual question. What altitude counts in orbit high over minimus? What's the rule for that in general, if you know? I don't know off the top of my head what the high altitude versus the orbital altitude of minimus is. Somebody else in chat probably knows that answer, Adel. I don't know that one, but I bet you. Dude, Spartan Butt is here. Somebody else probably knows that answer. Let's do this. We've got the Delta V to go places. What I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to turn off some of these tanks. So watch, as I turn off the tanks, I'm just locking them down. My Delta V is going to decrease. Why is that? It makes it a lot easier if I just have 1 or 2 fuel tanks to fill, as opposed to filling out 18 bazillion fuel tanks. So we know that I have 5,000 Delta V total. I'm just going to turn off these tanks. It makes life so much simpler. Absolutely so much simpler whenever we get where we're going. Plus, if you haven't seen the dry dock, I'll make a trip over to the dry dock. I'm going to make that dry dock interplanetary. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight, but I am going to make that dry dock interplanetary so that we can install those dry docks and fuel stations in orbit around other planets so that the cruise ships could actually come in. Am I all turned off there? I am all turned off there. That's excellent. Then I'm going to turn it off up in here. Let's check the storage up in here. Are you turned off? It would help if I clicked on you. There we go. That one's not turned off. Let's turn that one off too. 4,000 meters per second of Delta V. That's nothing to sneeze at. Let's turn these guys off. And if you don't know, the Majesty class ship has orange tanks as her central core. I'll zoom in there. I'll show you the access paths. It's all stock. You don't need any mods to do it. But I like to really burn out of that central core first. So let's see what we've got. I think I've got all those turned off, right? Yeah. Let's go and look at the central core. Here's the central core. We're coming up on the stability. There's an orange tank there. You can see the access path. We're not clipping here. This is actually an access pathway. That guy's unlocked. That guy's unlocked. This orange tank's unlocked. So the central core is good to go all the way back to the engine. You can see this huge engine in the back here. And zooming it out, boss. Yeah, there we went through the docking bays, the cargo bays, and there's the huge engine in the back. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take her out to Duna. We're going to call it a check ride, like a shakedown ride. We're going to take this craft out there. Space dock. Yep, the space dock. What did I say? Did I say something else? Playing KS at this, watching DOS and playing KSP at the same time. Hopefully we get some encoder hype, Blipman. If we get encoder hype, you can turn my quality way down. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Drink. Here's what I'm going to do. Save it. F5 for safety. Number one thing I need to do is eat a chicken McNugget here because I'm hungry. But I need to calculate the transfer. Ow. Excellent. Chicken McNuggets. Nice. Phone microwave with the host as well. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I'm taking her for her space trials. There you go. Here's what we're doing. Tiete Vara, actually. That's what I do. I've actually got some action groups. And right now that big engine is in a different stage. If I bring it down into the stage, I can actually see what my Delta V would be. See how much the Delta V goes down. But watch the thrust to weight. That should be everything. I can actually get a 2.0 thrust to weight on the ship. Is this one throttled down right now? No, it's not throttled down. I can get a 2.0 thrust to weight on the ship. If I get into a situation where I really need that amount of thrust, I can always fire that engine up. I've got action groups. 1 is apparently broken. 2 is everything. 3 is just the nukes. 1 doesn't look like it was working at all. But what I usually try to do, I want to have a balance between a long burn time and efficiency. And so what I can do is go mode 2, which also enables that middle engine, and I can actually throttle it. And look at what happens as I throttle this engine. I can tune my delta V and my thrust to weight. So I can actually tune my burn times by throttling this engine. That's why I have that engine on there. But even, look at this, even if I do just 20% thrust out of that center engine, I still have 2278 meters per second of delta V, but I get double the thrust to weight. That's why the big engine is on there. Plus, it looks awesome. When it burns, like full burn, that middle engine looks awesome. I know it's not the most efficient thing in the world. If we're just going cruise mode, we just use the nukes because those things are efficient as heck. But we do have the option of putting this engine on here and going full burn at a 2.0. This is around Kerbin. But a higher thrust to weight or throttling her down so that we get to use those nukes efficiently, but we also have some additional thrust. That's 0.6 versus 0.45. So it is something we can do. What does that cost us? Yeah, that's not actually changing the delta V. I'd have to put it into a different stage like this. There we go. So now you can see I can get 0.15 more thrust to weight, but it's going to cost me some delta V. That really doesn't make a lot of sense. You really got to burn her at like 25% for it to make sense. 26% will do. And there you can see we go from 2,000 delta V to 3,300 delta V just using the nukes or getting that higher thrust to weight. But that doubles our thrust to weight. That is why we have that engine on there, apart from the Kerbal Fashion Academy segment, which says it looks freaking awesome. It's like a ring of nukes, plus that big engine in the middle. Anyways, let's see what else we have. Mater, wait, Mater's taking off? Mater! Take it easy, Mater. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate the support, dude. Take it easy. I will catch you on the flip side. I will catch you on the flip side. Let's calculate a transfer out to Duna. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got a mod in-game. It's the transfer window planner. You click right here. It opens up a transfer window planner. It's pretty straightforward, not going to lie. And what we are doing is to say where we are right now. Currently, we're in a 125 kilometer orbit over Kerbin. That's 125. I want to go out to Duna. I'm just going to put this in orbit around Duna. We'll do that. We've already got one at Jewel. We've got one in Lathe orbit. We've got one at Eve already. I'm going to send this one out to Duna. It's just a check ride. It's like a space trial sort of deal. And then I need to, in the transfer window planner, see what today is. It's year 3, day 38. So I've actually got to type that in here. Year 3, day 38. Latest departure, I'm just going to set that up to year 5 or something. Time of flight, I'm not really worried about. Let's see if we can just put in 100. And I'm going to click, clap, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to pick, clop, plot it. Can't even freaking talk, y'all. So you can see right there, we've got a good transfer window coming up. When you click plot it, the transfer window planner gives you this pork chop plot, right? It's basically a shopping list. It shows you on one axis the departure date, on the other axis the length of your travel, and if you click on it, it'll tell you how much delta V that trip is going to cost. So right now, if we wait, departure, year 3, date 306. So if we basically wait about 270 days, plus or minus, about 270 days, I can get to Duna for 1066 meters per second, which is freaking great. 1066 meters per second. We go a lot of places with that. I could shop around though, right? I could shop around and I could come over here and say, all right, well look, for another 100, what was my travel time there? That's pretty close, 1065. My travel time was going to be 269 days. If I spend another 100 delta V, that's not even 100, that's 40 delta V. It's 194 days. If I click down here, what is this going to be? 158 days for 1,300. So you can actually say a budget. You can say, hey, I want to spend 1,500 to get to Duna because I've got 5,000 in the craft. 1,500 will leave me a lot left over, 3,500 left over. And I can shop around. I can keep clicking around until I see something that says 1,500 here. That looks like it's not going to work. What do we have over here? Is there anything in the 1,500 range that I can get? And I'm just looking at the ejection delta V right now. There's a... Nope, everything over here is going to cost me 2,500 on the ejection. As I come up this way, there's 17, 16, 1539 right there. That's a 309-day journey, leaving in about 150 days. Maybe what I really want to do, let's just make this as efficient as possible. That's 1072. 1072 is not bad. That's not bad at all. So what I'm going to do, let's just pick that. I picked the lower travel time, right? I was just clicking down here to the lower travel time. This trip is going to take me 240 days, and I'm going to leave on day 312. So that is not quite 300 days from now. It's like 280 days, somewhere right around there, roughly. So we're going to do that. And I just need, in the transfer window planner here, I need to write down a couple different things. By the way, if you are mod averse, if you don't like mods, I really recommend some of these informational mods. I love transfer window planner because it lets me stream what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. But there's another thing. You can actually use a web page. Do we have the transfer window web page up here? Let's see here. Let's see here. Do we have the transfer window web page? I do not know. Ah, Cybertech. Dude, Cybertech, that was actually an interesting comment. The acceleration radar is probably more useful than the thrust weight when doing orbital maneuvers because it's not influenced by the gravity well. That makes a lot of sense. Let's look at that right quick. Let's look at that. That would be under Vessel, I believe, and I could click on Edit. And under the Vessel tab here, I should have something that says acceleration. There it is. Let's install that. 2.99 meters per second. Dude, Cybertech, I appreciate you being here, man. Because I learn stuff about your mods whenever you come to my channel. That is actually a really good point. When we were talking about throttling the engines, I'm gonna come back and I'll play with that whenever I get the window plotted there, and we'll tune our engines so that we get a good burn time versus a good efficiency. Thank you, Cybertech, dude. And guys, if you don't know, I think we still have. There you go. Adel and Spartan both have the link to the online calculator. Go ahead and click on that. Dose Ninjas. Guys, if you don't know Cybertech gives us a lot of support because he made Flight Engineer. He's like the guy behind Kerbal Engineer Redux. I think we still have the command. Do we still have the command? Cybertech. Is it still there? There it is. Guys, at least give Cybertech a shout out. He's freaking amazing. He made these mods for us. Not the transfer window planner. Sorry, Cybertech, you didn't make that one. But he made Flight Engineer. I couldn't teach Kerbal Space Program without Flight Engineer, so at least give Cybertech a shout out. And if you can give him any sort of other support, he has hosting fees and stuff like that. Click on it right there and show some love to Cybertech because Kerbal Engineer is freaking amazing. Absolutely. Also helping me out, dude. Kako with the host as well. I appreciate that, Kako. It's transfer window planner. I've got it down in my mod list. If you scroll down, I hope I do. I hope I do at least. Everybody, yeah, there you go. Give Cybertech a salute. I like that. Cybertech with the what's up. So what we've got, show some love to Cybertech. What we've got here, is I'm shopping around. And I said, all right, I'm going to spend 1,072 Delta V. And it's going to take me 240 days to get there. And I'm going to leave on day 312. Let's write some stuff down. So I've got this handy dandy notepad. I am actually going to put these things, so I hope you can see it. Let me check. Where's it at? That's close. You need to lose some weight, window. I apparently can't resize that window, which is a little bit disappointing. S? Whoa. I like this better. Well, let's just go like this. It's so hard. I'm like out of screen real estate here. There we go. Because I try to stream larger fonts so you can see what's going on, right? So what I need to do is write some stuff down. This is the Interplanetary Scratchpad. These are the computations I had from a mission out to Jewel last night on KSP TV. Let's do a new Scratchpad right here. And we need to write some things down. We've already got everything all set. Oops, 125 on the initial orbit. We're going from Kerbin, initial orbit 125. We're going to Duna, final orbit 100, whatever. Today is year 3, day 38. Got that in, year 3, day 38. Let's go ahead and say plot it. Make sure we recalculate, and then I was typing something down here like this. Yeah, 1058 meters per second Delta V. That's good. Let's go over the numbers that we need. The numbers that we need are, number 1, the day of departure. The day of departure is right here in the mod, year 3, day 312. So we're going to say depart year 3, day 312. I don't care about the time. Another number we need is going to be the ejection angle. It's right here, 162.44. So I'm just going to jot that down. Ejection angle. Well, let's just do ejection. 162.44. Like that. Another number I need. It shows me a lot of other stuff. Arrival. You don't really need that, especially if you have Kerbal Alarm Clock. You could write it down if you want to. Ejection angle is important. Ejection inclination, you don't have to worry about that. We're going to take care of it for you. Insertion inclination, you don't have to worry about that either. Travel time. Jot it down if you want. You don't have to have it. Total delta V. That is important. I need total delta V, and it's 1676. Ejection delta V. Ejection delta V is 1058. So that is good. However, this mod's falling a little bit short on me right now. I've got one more breakdown I need. I need to know the total delta V in terms of breaking it down between injection delta V. Oops, I just typed that thing wrong. Total delta V is wrong. You don't need that. You need the ejection delta V. And what I need to do is break the ejection delta V down into its two component parts, right? There is going to be a normal part, which is up and down, right? My inclination fix. And there's going to be a prograde part. It's massively going to be prograde. But I need that broken down. The mod doesn't show it to me right here. If you've got the web page transfer window planner, you can actually hover over a little tooltip icon, and it'll tell you the breakdown. The mod's not doing it right now, but I really need that. However, I can get it. I can click on copy transfer details right here, and I can paste that into my little text editor here. You could paste it into Notepad or whatever you have on Mac. I don't even know. Paste it into the Apple Pad, the iText, or whatever it is they put in the letter I in front of. But I need the breakdown. And when I click on copy transfer details and I paste it into here, I can actually get the breakdown. I can come down here and see, here is my prograde and my normal delta V. I'm just going to copy those and bring them up here so I don't have to retype them. There's my ejection delta V. It's got two component parts, the prograde delta V and the normal delta V. So how much we're going to accelerate the way we're already going, and how much we're going to deflect ourselves to the north to increase our inclination. North, there's no such thing as north in space. Whatever. North relative to the body that I'm orbiting, which is Kerbin right now. So now we've got everything we need. We've got the departure date, year 3, day 312. We've got the ejection angle. I better put an angle there. Angle. And I will get caught up on chat. Let me keep going with this. I've got the ejection angle, 162.44 to prograde. I've got the ejection delta V, 1058 total. That includes a prograde vector amount of 1056.0 and a normal vector of 68.6. Big words, whatever. Let's use them to go to Duna. So I'm going to close that down. I don't need the calculator anymore. I'm good to go with the engineer. I don't need engineer right now. There we go. I just need my notes here. And don't let it confuse you. These up at the top, these are the important numbers. There's only, it's really like 4 numbers you need in order to get there. So the first thing that I want to do, I will get shot up with chat. I promise you. I promise you. The ejection angle is not as good as the normal burn info because the ejection angle is where on our orbit we actually place the node. Let me show you. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go over here. Here's Kerbin. It's our orbit. What I need to do is find 0 degrees on Kerbin's orbit. You see Kerbin's orbit here, right? It's going around. What we do is we say that straight ahead is 0 degrees. Prograde 0 degrees means along the line of prograde. Notice how that's going to change as we go around. We're actually going to turn, but we're talking relative to Kerbin right now. It's going to be straight ahead 0 degrees. Out away from the sun, let me move you out of the way. Out this way is 90 degrees because you've got 0. This would be 45. This would be 90. Back here would be 180. So retrograde, anti-prograde, is 180 degrees. And then, of course, 270 down towards the sun. How do I know? The sun is that way. So this is telling me that I need an angle of 162.44 degrees to prograde, which means I've actually got to come over here, and knowing that straight ahead is 0, out is 90, away from the sun, right? Away from the sun is 90, straight back, retrograde is 180, and straight this way is what? 180 plus 45, so 225. Straight towards the sun would be 225. Did I do that math correctly? I need to figure out where on that 162.44 is. So you know that since 162.44 is almost 180, it's going to be somewhere back here. Go ahead and zoom in, find your orbit. The easiest way, see the Terminator, the day-night Terminator there? That is also right along the line of Kerbin's orbit. So this up here, at the leading edge of the planet, we're orbiting that way. That up there is going to be 0 degrees. The day-night Terminator at the backside is 180 degrees. Straight up midnight is 90 degrees. Straight up noon is 200 and... What is it? Why would I say 270? Is that even right? What's 180 plus 90 is what I needed. 180 plus 90 is what I needed. That's why it's 270. I'm an idiot. I can't even do math in my head. Why are you watching me? I don't know. So, we know that this is 180. I bet you chat just blew up with the corrections of my failed mental math there. I'm not ashamed. Let's go to space. So this is 180, and I need to guess where 162.44 is, right? That's going to be back here somewhere. However, if I set the node right now, what day is it? It's year 3, day 38. If I set the node, and then I time warp, I'm going to miss the node. And I don't want to click the little wait in orbit thing a lot. So before I actually click on here, I know it's going to be somewhere back here on the back side of it. It's going to be just as the sun is rising there, I guess. Or setting. I'm not sure what side that is. But it's going to be back here somewhere. First, we need to time warp up to the correct day. So year 3, day 312. I can use Kerbal Alarm Clock for that. I can click Alarm Clock. I can click Add. And I can say a raw time. I could actually put a date in here. And I can say I want year 3, day... What was it? 312. 312 on the day. I don't even care about the hours. They can be whatever. Then I'm just going to click Add Alarm. 274. Now I can time warp. It's in 274 days. This is going to take way too long. This is going to take way too long. I'm not going to sit here like this. What you can do, get out of time warp. What you can do is you can actually go back to the Space Center. Kerbal Alarm Clock's still there. I'm going to leave this here. I know it's in my face or whatever. Look. Yes, here. Frame Das Valdez as he shows you how to do this maneuver. Now I'm in a box, right? That shows you information. I'm such an idiot. Whatever. Go back to the tracking station. Click on the tracking station. Excuse me for the sniffles. I talk too much. And here we can actually time warp at the tracking station. The good news is alarm clock is still going to work. So if I fast forward, got some follows coming in there. Let's fast forward here. There was one Atro or Latro, Party Hawk with the follow, and Pigletaria. Pigletaria. Pigletaria? Alright, good deal. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I'm Das Valdez. I'm doing a little bit of an early stream tonight, trying to beat into my dumb American head how the time zones in Europe work. So I wanted to get on, I wanted to get chewed out, which I did get chewed out, and see when people who are interested in KSP are awake. I need to get on a little bit sooner, it looks like. There was Tyrion SO as well with the follow. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Did something go on? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? We are going out to Duna. We're doing an interplanetary transfer to Duna. What year is it? I don't even know. Can I get alarm clock from over here? Configure visible buttons. No, it's not here. I don't even need any of that stuff here. Ah, no IO. I call it north because it's easier for people to think of that way. I know that the technical definition of normal is not north, but I call it north. What I say is you align yourself kind of with the planetary pole of the body that you're orbiting, and it's towards the North Pole, as if you were going up towards the North Pole. It doesn't really have anything to do with the North Pole. You are absolutely right, sir. I appreciate you being specific. I was going to say the word pedantic, but that's not the right word, because that has like a bad connotation, right? You're being specific. You're giving the exact definition of normal. I try to keep it a little bit more simple. People understand going towards the North Pole and going towards the South Pole, kind of deflecting yourself, but your definition is absolutely correct, sir, and I appreciate you putting it in the channel over there. I do appreciate that. Sometimes I kind of, dumb down's not the right term. I try to use easier terms so that people can get it in their head, and then they can move on to the more specific explanations, right? I'm not teaching orbital mechanics. I'm teaching how to do things in KSP. That looks like the time warp I want. I really hope the alarm clock works over here. If it doesn't, we'll just have to deal with it. What was it? It was year 2, day 318 or something. Let me check the notes pad. 312. But yes, you are exactly right. You are exactly right, no IO. In a polar orbit, normal is planetary east or west. Yes, whenever we talk about... You're correct. You're absolutely correct. So, what's the thing building doing at this moment? We're going interplanetary, Nikium. We are going planetary, Nikium. Let's see here. I am fast forwarding. I'm watching the days. It's 3:08. I'm going to eat a chicken nugget while I do this. And for everybody just joining, we're doing an interplanetary transfer out to Duna with the KSA Majesty. Was it 3? All right, there we go. Ah, it's working. Don't act like you've never eaten and played a video game before. I'm not the official face of anything. Dude, Monev, what's going on? Lego Freak, what's going on? How is it going, good buddies? Thanks for dropping by. I hope you can't hear me. The ejection inclination indirectly tells us the normal burn. I would rather set up the normal burn, which I have access to in KSP, and then know that my ejection inclination is correct. I'll show you how I do it. Dude, Lignoba, Ridecar, what's going on? This calls for OP engines. You are all correct. Let's go back to the Mark 1B minus. That's why it's got the minus in it. It's actually the Mark 1B minus because it needs a docking adapter. It's a little bit busted. It is a little bit busted. Appreciate everybody coming by. How we doing, by the way? Here's this. Alarm clock away. There we go. Now what I need to do, it's the correct day. Not mission elapsed time. Year 3, day 312. Year 3, day 312. That's what we wanted. That was the first thing in our interplanetary transfer. The second thing was the ejection angle. I already talked a little bit about it. We know that the sun is over there. We know that Kerbin is orbiting this way. Zoom out if you need to. Kerbin orbits this way. It orbits towards your right around the sun. Whenever we zoom in, we know that up here at the day-night terminator, prograde side is 0 degrees. Back here is 180 degrees. I need to guess where 162.44 is. If you have a physical protractor, Adel, do you make a protractor that I could put on the screen? Is that something I could do? Let me know on that. Adel, you said something about protractor. Is there a protractor that I should actually display on the screen to make sure people get this? I'm just going to guess. I need to guess where 162 is. I know that this is 180. I know that this over here is 90. So I'm just going to guess that 162 is like back here. And I'm just going to add a maneuver. Don't worry if it's not exact. Yes, he does. Not quite. Well, let me know, Adel, because I need to figure that out. If there was something that I could display on the screen, like a protractor that I could just drag over the planet, that would be freaking awesome. In fact, I could just do it with an image. Couldn't I? I could just, well, no, the image viewer won't let me have transparency. Anyways, we'll figure that out later. I'm just going to guess that this right here is 162.44 degrees. Who knows if it's right. The next thing I need to do is I need to set up my burn. I've got 2 component parts. I know that the ejection delta V total is 1058. I know that the prograde normal V is 1056, and I know that the normal V delta V is 68.6. What I need to do is I need to click on my node, and I just need to drag this out like this, and I need to do that number right there. Let's move this notepad up here so you can see. I can't actually resize it, which is a little bit bummer, but what I'm going to do is grab the node, and I'm going to drag it prograde only, right? I'm programming this part right here. I'm programming the 1056 prograde delta V. Don't touch anything else. Don't touch angry triangle. Don't touch the blue things. Just pull prograde. And pull prograde until you get 1056. There's 9. Don't give me a Mooner encounter. There's 1059. Let's go ahead and make it 56. Retrograde a little bit. 56.0. It doesn't have to be exact, but 57, 58, 0.2, and yeah, I know I have precise node. Get over it. So what I've done, close enough. 1056 prograde. I pulled on the prograde marker until this right here said 1056. If you didn't know that, expand it on the map screen. Just click that little thing to explain. Now I need to put in the normal delta V. The problem is the game doesn't show me the normal delta V. That's why I needed the total delta V. Right there. 1058. Because watch. All I need to do is drag on this until the total delta V becomes 1058. Like that. That sure wasn't very much. 1058. Like that. Close enough. There may have been a decimal on there. We don't really care. It's close enough. I know there are more efficient ways to do this. I'm doing the simple way because I want more people to be able to get to other planets. It really opens up a whole new dimension of the game. But we've got this programmed in now. Now all we have to do is wait for 21 minutes and 38 seconds. It tells me this right here. I've got one more bit of information that I need. I need to do a burn simulation. But I've got one more bit of information that I need here. And then I can come over and check chat. I see chat is blowing up, which I totally freaking appreciate. So let's do this. Let's do F5 for safety. We've already programmed this into our node, so I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm going to close it down. This is all you need. These numbers right here are all you need, and we got it out of the in-game mod right here. Hey, come on. Get over here. We got it out of the transfer window planner. You can use the web page one as well. So, that's all done. What I need to know, you can see KSP is wigging out. Let me move out of the way, I think. KSP does not know how long this burn is going to take me. NA. It doesn't know. So I need to figure out how long the burn's going to take. I haven't even gotten... Is that an encounter? No, that's a curb and escape. Do I have... I don't look like I have an encounter. Let's figure out what the burn is going to take first. I'm not really going to worry about this as much. We'll go back to that. Ah, Steel Mage had a good question. Shouldn't the numbers add up? No. Because you're just deflecting yourself a little bit. I'm not spending that much delta V. I'm just changing the direction I burn, which gives me that much delta V. That's how that works. It's not that I have to add the two numbers up to be the total delta V. It's that I'm going to, in terms of my angle that I burn at, impart that much delta V along the normal direction, as opposed to just the prograde direction. They don't add up. They don't have to add up. You're good to go. So, let's do this. We need to figure out how much burn this is going to take. How long it's going to take. And Cybertech just gave me this new awesome thing. He said, Das, dude, look at the acceleration right here. Right now, with the current setup, the ship can accelerate using only the nukes at 3 meters per second, basically. So what could I do with this newfound information? I could divide 1058.1 and 3 meters per second. It's not going to be exact because my thrust to weight is going to increase as I burn fuel. That would give me a really rough approximation. So let's try it. Let's just see what we get. Where's my handy calculator? There we go. It's not going to be completely accurate because the acceleration is going to do it. But let me just divide this and see how close it is. We've got 1058 meters per second of delta V. I'm going to divide that by 3 meters per second. That tells me it's going to take 352 seconds divided by 60. That's going to be 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. So if I did it the insanely fast way, right? Let's see how close that is. It's not going to be exact because our acceleration is going to increase as we toss fuel out the back, right? But let's just see how close it is. I don't even know. It may be like not even half or something. It may be completely off. But let's see if it works that way because I don't know. Let us first F5 for safety. Let us then rotate the craft around. Wow, I'm getting some serious... Well, the good news is we can actually enforce physics acceleration and rotate the craft around. I don't have time to take it. She is sturdy enough. Whoa! That lander. I think I need to turn the torque on that lander off, huh? That is something that I learned from the user submission. Lander. It just can't wait to get to Duna. It's coming right out of that bay. Apparently that lander has some torque on it. What is that? Port side? Yeah. You there. Disable your pod torque, please. Toggle torque. Don't be hopping out of the bay like that. Seriously, toggle torque. There we go. Let's close the port side. Let's point at the node. And when we get there, streamer's prerogative. Rotation stop. When we get this, I am going to point at the blue thing right here. That's where I'm going to need to do my burn. I'm going to stop the rotation using the streamer's delight there. And I'm going to F5 for safety right here. Because what I'm going to do next is a burn simulation test. F5 for safety again. Make sure that you F5 for safety like 20 times. Because here's what we're going to do. Using just the nukes, I am going to throttle up. I'm going to press Z. And then cut it out. That's going to be a 5-minute, 51-second burn. What I've got here, 5.87 minutes. That's almost exact. That shouldn't be exact, but apparently our thrust to weight is not going to change appreciably over the course of that burn. So the quick way we did it, total delta V divided by the acceleration out of engineer, Cybertech's engineer right here, doing that division got me pretty dad blame close to this time of the burn. So it's going to be a 5-minute, 51-second burn. I can make that shorter. Let's see what we can do here. What I need to do, activate that other engine. I'm going to press 2, which stages up that big middle engine. And then let's throttle it down. Look at that. That's 13.39 acceleration now. Let's go ahead and try to make it double. We were at 3. Let's go to 6. If I have double acceleration, I should have my burn time down to 3 minutes. So let's just take this off until I've got 6 meters per second of acceleration there. And see what we've got going on. 6.01. That right there. So that's a 29% thrust limit. It's going to eat into our delta V some, but that's okay. That is okay. Could I just do the 5-6 minute burn? Sure, I could. I'm just showing you a technique that I use for the interplanetary transfers. If you had like a 20-minute burn, you could do something like this with a more powerful engine that you throttle down. So it's 6 meters per second. Let's do the burn simulation again. With this engine throttled the way it is at 29%. Let's do the burn sim. I'm just going to go ahead and throttle up. Cut it down. 2 minutes, 52 seconds. That's a great burn, and it's going to look cool. Is it the most efficient way to do this? No. I'm just showing you a technique. I'm just showing you a technique that you could use in some other situation. Because I've got some really efficient engines, and I've got some really powerful engines. And I'm mixing the two to my own liking to tune the amount of time that I'm going to wait. So, let us see. Let us see. Why would I need enhanced nav-ball? That's a good question. I've got this. I already have this Addles mod. Why would I need enhanced nav-ball? Anyways, why did I F5 so many times? I set this guy to 0.29. I did a couple burn sims. It's messed us up a little bit. What I'm going to actually do now is go and just reset. Hold down F9. Loading my last quick save. Let's go back before we mucked with the burn simulation, right? Before we mucked with the burn simulation. Here we are back again. I can actually throttle this engine. I can activate it by pressing 2. I can throttle the engine down to 2.9. There's 2.9 even, right? 2.9. And I'm already pointing at the burn. We know that this is going to be a 3-minute burn. So we know that when I have to burn, half of that burn is going to be... Is this correct? Why are we burning backwards? Are we controlling from the right place? Let's have a look. Because why would I burn retrograde? Control from here. Oh, because we're going to be on the other side of the planet when we burn. Whew! Alright, something didn't feel right. My space sense was tingling. And it's because the burn's in 17 minutes, which is basically going to be half of an orbital period at this point. Alright. So let's see here. Let's see what we've got. I am going to now get caught up with the chat. We've got 17 minutes before the burn. I'm going to get caught up with the chat. Yeah, Purple Target's got my back. Purple Target's got my back. I figured it out. I was just... something wasn't quite reaching me right, but that's what's going on. DK! Dude, lurk mode. No worries. Let me catch the chat here. Let me go and catch chat. Where's my little chatty thing? There we go, chatty. Chatty McChatterson. So what did I get? What did I get? KSA video was fun. Eat while I play. Okay, that's the last thing I saw. Eat while I play. Twitter. Okay, that's me. Check down DOS's most used. Nightbot, you keep highlighting things in red. DOS, what's the glowing green on Kerbal? K McNeil, it's a mod. Right now I'm running the Astronomer's Pack, which actually puts Aurora Borealis sort of thing up there at the top of Kerbal. That's what was going on. I buy shirts. DOS, what is the orbit called when your angular velocity is the same as Kerbin's? DOS, what is the orbit called when your angular velocity is the same as Kerbin's? Are you going for a geosynchronous orbit there? I don't know if that's what you're asking me. Or is that just like a trick question? Let me know what you're trying to get to there. The KSP video last night was fun. Dude, Lego Freak, I appreciate that. DOS, your official face of being the unofficial face. Nice. DOS, have you hit F5 lately? Nikium, I'll do that right now just for you. There's an F5 for safety. Let's go screensaver mode too. Alright. F5. There we go. There's the F5 for safety. Yes, he did literally fit. If anybody saw Overload's career end last night, he, yeah. Deadly reentry. So explodey. Don't go straight down towards the planet when you've got deadly reentry installed. When you hit 0, you're there. Oh, your phase angle. Okay, that's not really what I'm looking for. I wanted something on the screen. But you could always get the phase angle, and that's basically the time. We're getting that by knowing the time that we need to go. Alright, alright. Question, what is the weird broken purple line? What is the weird broken purple line? This broken purple line? That is going to be my resultant orbit. We don't even have an encounter with Duna yet. That's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix it. That's going to be my resultant orbit. So I'm barely ejecting myself from Kerbin. I'm kind of do a Hohmann transfer. See how I would... Whoop, oops, let's zoom out a little bit more. I would go all the way up to there, to Duna. Let's check this right quick. Wow, I don't have anything with Duna. What am I missing? Coming a little bit low or something? We'll fix that later. We'll totally fix that later. Yes, that is what you meant. Alright, good deal. Good deal. The broken purple line is my resultant orbit. Let me keep going. I'm going to come back to this. I know we don't have that right now. Screensaver mode. There we go. Like that. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. We know we're close. I'm just trusting. I'm trusting the calculator. It may not be right at all. Let's see what else we've got. Did I miss any other questions? Clamp it. Yes. What if you're in the same place? What, Steel Mage, okay, that was a good question. Steel Mage, Das, would you end up in the same place if you plotted in normal first and then prograde? Yes, I usually do prograde first because for most destinations in the Kerbal system, it's the major factor in the equation. It was like 1,000 meters per second and then like 50 meters per second. Sometimes it can be like 2,000 meters per second and 400 meters per second. But the major component is usually the prograde vector, and you actually get more resolution if you do prograde first. I always do prograde first. I want this to stop scrolling on me automatically because that's how I keep my place. Let's see here. Small increments of nodes by using the scroll wheel. Yes, Cybertech, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Because it does not perform the way I do it, the way I expect it to perform. It has like an acceleration sort of thing going, right? And if you scroll too fast, it actually increases the increment. If I could scroll the wheel and I could just always have it do a finite increment that would never change, I would love it. But I just don't like the implementation right now. I don't like how it works. What's the weird? Okay, we've got that one. Streaming earlier. Yes, I'm streaming earlier. I was trying to get some European people. Apparently, I didn't stream early enough. Question, Das, are you returning the massive 172 craft? 127. We're not doing that yet. We're going to actually send some more infrastructure out there. One of the fueling depots and that sort of stuff. How am I doing on time? Yeah, I'm doing good. By the way, Das, failed at landing. Dude, K. McNeil, that sucks. The good news is there was no craft in orbit around the moon when you started playing the game, so you can always put another one there. That's the way I like to look at it. There's a scroll wheel thing. I didn't have this when you were planning maneuvers when you joined KSP. Blue, back in the day, we had to plot our orbital maneuvers in the snow uphill both ways. I know. Hang on, Das. Should the numbers add up? I've got that one. I saw it come in. How to get re-entry effects? Yes. Not a lot of weight, a lot of thrust. What do you place plot in Norman first rate? Okay, we've got that one. I answered that one. Might want to clamp it. Can I give him the clamps? I really just need to turn those off. Didn't highlight the cupola explosion. Not confident that in that version landing on Duna. We're not designed to... Oh, your thing, Nubius, your thing. We'll take it out to Ike or whatever it is out there. Burn the masted further like they said you would last night. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Have a mod suggestion, enhance nav ball. Thank you for the suggestion. I've got enough mods for now. Purple Tiger, what's up? Luis, what's up? I'll be back. Nikium, good deal. Good deal, no worries. DK activated lurk mode. Love you, DK. Question, what can batteries be used for? Holding electric charge. Cool, dude. Holding electric charge. Is Das a future Manly? Dude, don't even compare me to Scott Manley. He's like way up there. I just talk a lot. And I honestly used to fall asleep watching Scott Manley videos. I'd be like, oh, one more Scott Manley video. Oh, I want to see this. And then the like tablet would be like, blah, 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 blah. Or actually the tablet would be like, hello. And I'd be like, so anyways. Let's see here. Make yourself look green. Maybe for Halloween. Angular velocity. Got that. Good. Adds ghosting of various vectors. Oh, I gotcha. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about that for now. Believe so. Zool. Zool, what's up, Zool? How's it going, Zool? How's it going? Extend solar panels. Nope, we've got a reactor core. What are batteries used for? I answered you. Edit comms. Well, that's not one I need. Inspired me to stream KSP later tonight. Dude, good job, Lego Freak. Let me know. Shoot me a message or something when you go live, and I'll stop by, and I'll check out your stream. I appreciate that. Optimal Das, can you figure out the optimal orbital velocity using the centripetal formula? No, but the game will for me. Docking has gotten much faster and cleaner since I started watching. Dude, exploiting goodness, I appreciate the mission report. Congratulations. I hope you got an F5 cadet there. I do hope that you got an F5 cadet. Let's see. Das, would be a shame if someone were to not quick save. Let's go ahead and get this thing done, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. 49, we've got 10 minutes. There was a follow. Dark Oblivion was one. Is the other one going to come in? OBS. Can I catch it on OBS? Alvarag. I don't know. Al, what's up? Some call me Al Varol. Alvarogul. Is that something backwards? I always check to see if it's something backwards. Let's do the burn. I spent 7 minutes checking chat. I love to check my chat. It's got 10 minutes coming up. I'm going to F5 for safety again. Excuse me. Me. We know it's a 1.5-minute burn. I'm going to do Kerbal Alarm Clock. I'm going to show you another thing you can do with Kerbal Alarm Clock. It recognizes that I have a node coming up. I am going to set it, not for a minute before, but 1 minute and 45 seconds. I give my 15 seconds lead time before this burn, and I'm going to click Add Alarm, because we know we need to start burning at 1 minute 30. We're good to go. Main engines, check. Kerbals, check. Cargo, check. SAS on. RCS off. Delta V, check. Engine throttling, check. Check? Question mark? Check. There we go. Check. We are good to go. We are all go. So what I need to do now F5 one more time. Tientavara, thanks for the follow. I appreciate the follow there. Let's go ahead and fast forward on up to this node. I have Kerbal alarm clock set so I don't miss it. I'm apparently not even full of fuel. I could have topped her off with fuel right now. That's okay. I'm not worried. There's a minute 45. Delete it. The clock keeps ticking in default installation. The clock keeps ticking. I've got 10 seconds. So we're go for interplanetary burn. This one looks good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. There is our burn. That right there is the ring of fire. I love how it looks. I love how it looks. But we're going to hold this course, steady as she goes, until we finish that entire 3-minute burn. Because we are going on a check ride to Duna. What I'm going to do now, while it burns, I'm going to eat me some chicken McNuggets and I'm going to drink. Enjoy. Let's see here. I've got that. I've got that. Good night, Europe. Good night, Europe. I just got to, yeah, I can watch it down there while I eat. I really love how that works. Oh, wow. I can't go screensaver mode. There's a screenshot for you at least. There you go. There's a screenshot for me. Maybe not for y'all. Because all the overlay nonsense. But there's a screenshot. I love it. I love it a lot. Let's go back out of that because I do need to see this. And I need to keep doing this. So can you do a stream where you go in depth on orbital mechanics? What do you want to know? I mean, are you wanting me to actually show the math on the screen? Because that is something that we could do. That is something we could do. I don't normally do it because what I'm trying to do is make it more accessible to people, and I don't want to scare them away with equations and that sort of stuff. But we could totally do like a special session where we actually bring the math up and go through some of the math. That's totally a thing that we could do. I really want to keep it simple, though. I want to make Kerbal Space Program accessible to more people. I don't want to scare them off. I don't want to show off. Yeah, look at that. I've never noticed that. I wonder. It's probably because I bet you the overheating is irregular because of this extra part attached. So the 3 that have the solar panels attached, yep. 1, 2, maybe 3. Oh, I don't know. Because I only see 2 clusters that are higher. I bet you it's because they have additional parts attached. That's probably what's going on there. Good catch, though, dude. Good catch. Got to keep it accessible, but a special session would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. We'd have to come up with some way to display it as well. You'll be happy to scare people. Dude, Purple Target, maybe you can come over here and do that session. Uh-oh. Let me correct. I haven't eaten a single freaking chicken nugget here. That is sad. It's a sad day. But I'm just burning. I love the song reference, by the way. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I can't do his voice justice. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. That's a good song. Whoops. There was a flip. Must be coming up close to time for us to shut this burn down. Stay on target. Stay on target. Just finishing it off like this. 2, 1. Bing! That right there, we are going to bid adieu to our mother Kerbin, and we are going to go off into space today. To Duna is where we're trying to go. Assuming I did all the math right, wouldn't it be hilarious if I totally borked the math? And we're not going to Duna, we're just going somewhere. Luckily, we have enough Delta V to fix it. But say goodbye to Kerbin, y'all. No, I'm trying to set you up for a screenshot. Behave. Say goodbye to Kerbin. To all your Kerbin friends. Now is the time to say goodnight to all your Kerbin friends. Anybody get that reference? That right there looks like a good screenshot to me. Get out of the way, Pen. We are leaving to Duna. Let's check the map. Ah, look at that. I trusted the numbers. On the bounce and by the numbers, I trusted the numbers. We are so close to that Duna approach. We are so close to that Duna approach. All we need to do now, in the next 5 minutes, is go ahead and time warp out to the sphere of influence. So here's what I'm going to do. Alarm clock, sphere of influence. Spear of influence, whatever. I'm going to time warp out. There's add alarm. Let's do the time warp. Whoa, what was that? What is going on in my stream? Dude, Googly Ollie. Science and Johnny Cash. You, sir, are correct. I used to drive across the United States, going back and forth to work. I would fly a lot, but I got sick of flying. Had situations where I couldn't fly. And I actually would drive. And I love to put on freaking I've Been Everywhere and sing along. I'm pretty sure I could get it done at karaoke. I am pretty sure that I could get that done at karaoke. But I love me some Johnny Cash. And I do appreciate the 4X super subscription there. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I talk about the super subscription thing, right? If I get partnered with Twitch, it's $4.99 to subscribe for a month, which means we get some cool stuff. We get some little, like, new emotes, blah, 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 special tags, that sort of stuff, right? Which is definitely cool. But if you just donate, a $2.50 donation would be the same as I would get from a $4.99 subscription to Twitch, because the streamers don't actually get all of it. So when I talk about a super subscription, Googly Ollie there sent in $10. That's like the same that I would get from 4 months of Twitch subscriptions. So I totally appreciate that. I mean, all the support that I get on my stream. I work a part-time job. I teach kids science stuff, and I love teaching the kids science stuff. But I would love to stream Kerbal Space Program, Kerbal Space Academy full-time. That is something that I would like to do, and every time a donation comes in, it helps me get towards that goal. I can actually convince people that this is something that people like and they get something out of, right? As opposed to, oh, shut up, DOS, you're just playing video games and trying to come up with an excuse to play video games. That's not what it is. I wouldn't just want to sit here and play this game if I wasn't helping people out. So anyways, we have a Sphere of Influence change in just a couple minutes here. I don't time warp through it. Don't fret. KSP's a little bit buggy. I don't know what's causing this right now, but this is happening. It shows that I'm on some wacky orbit line here. Let me turn that off. It puts this out here for some reason. I've got this line. I don't even know what's going on with this line. This line is going nowhere. Dude, Maxwell and one Walladix, or however you say that. Dude, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I'm DOS Valdez, doing an early interplanetary transfer burn. This is wrong. Pay no attention to this. I do not know what's going on with it, but it's wrong. You just have to give KSP some time to get caught up on the math. Mr. Bond, I have Patreon up. I've got it up in a window right now. Somebody sent it to me and said that I should give it a look. So that is definitely something that I was looking into. The Patreon thing is really cool, No Mr. Bond. And I have it up in another window right now. I'm looking into it because it does look very cool. Oh, there we go. We were just patient. We just ran our mouths enough, and now we have this Duna encounter. That is looking good. So what I'm going to do, I just need to turn this encounter. How's my descending node? I don't even care. Let me go and see if I can't do something here in interplanetary space to cause this to be a Dooner. A Dooner encounter. I'm not even going to worry. Look how close we are. It looks like we need... Don't spam my chat, please. Don't spam my chat. It looks like we're coming in a little bit low, so we're going to need some triangle. We're going to need to go north. It's not really north. It's not really north. But when you're in equatorial orbit, excuse me, drink, Dosh, drink. When you're in an equatorial orbit, it's the same as kind of going up, related to the northern pole of the planet. Oh, buddy, what was that? Hang on, I got a drink. I got a drink. What just happened again? Steel Mage, here is your pre-subscription subscription fee. I like that reference, by the way. The pre-subscription subscription fee. Dude, Steel Mage, thank you so much. You're always a regular here, and I appreciate you just hanging out. But that 4X super subscription, the pre-subscription subscription fee, I appreciate that, man. Thank y'all so much. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's get this thing done, because I do have another special thing coming up after this. I'm going to give it some pink triangle, and watch what the pink triangle does. It moves my orbit north. Ooh, that was pretty close. I don't like that descending node going by like that, but let's see if I can't get an encounter out of that. No, that is not. Aha, because I wasn't actually there. The angle that I was looking at looked good. But what I really want to do, I want to bring that descending node back over here to the encounter. So let's pull it angry triangle. The triangle is not happy that I screwed that up. You're telling me that IO told me that I misdefined it, which he was correct. I did misdefine it. Wait till I call it angry triangle instead of anti-normal. So I put the descending node right there. Let's play with some prograde and anti-prograde here and see what we can get. Is that going to move it around? Is that going to get me that encounter? Where is this at? Let's look at it from the different angles. One of the things that I wish I had in the game, I wish that I could actually see. I wish I could focus on this encounter so that I could scroll around it in 3D space. That would make me one happy camper. But prograde wasn't it. I think prograde made us worse. That looked like it's making us better. You can't see that. Ooh, I'm a bad streamer. Now you can see it. Let's go with some retrograde and see if I can do that. Are you going to pop? There we go. Now we popped. And now, my descending node is really darn close. Now what I want to do now that I've tuned this node, let's click on Duna. Let's focus view, and when we zoom in after we've focused, we can actually see how our pass on Duna is doing. That is a very, very nice pass on Duna. It barely needs any triangle. It barely needs any triangle. Watch what happens. Can I set it up so we can see it all? You can't see it there. Now you can't see the node. Now you should be able to see everything. Gosh, we need almost nothing. Look, if I give it like this little tick of angry triangle, or happy triangle actually. Right, like that. You see how I just moved it up just a little bit? And now I can actually do my approach a little bit as well. Let's try some prograde. Nope, prograde made it worse, so let's try some retrograde. Retrograde's getting me closer to Duna. Don't do that to me. Don't give me that stupid rounding error nonsense. That is a... Ooh, we're coming in south of the pole. We don't want that. We are definitely going to tweak this. That looks good. See how I'm coming in south of the pole? I want to go north, normal, pink triangle, and watch what's going to happen. See how it's kind of slinging me up a little bit because I'm coming a little bit south of the pole? Pink triangle is going to tweak me up just a little bit. Not like that. Pink triangle is going to tweak me up like this. Ooh, look at that. A direct... That is actually direct to freaking Ike. Dang you, Ike. You're such a troll. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to scroll that wheel because it gets on my nerves. I also know that precise node is right there. I could use precise node. That's good enough. Let's burn this node. Let's get out to Duna because I'm 2 minutes over my time. I did run my mouth a little bit. First time for everything. And let us get out here and do this mid-course correction burn. It's coming up in 41 minutes. I'm going to get situated, and then I'm going to go up there and burn it. And when I burn it, I'm actually from the map screen. Streamer's prerogative. Stop rotation. So let's go and let's look at the map screen. Because what I want to do, I want to watch Duna here. I want to watch what happens on Duna. I don't care about the ship. I know she's beautiful. I know she's beautiful, but I just want to watch this. So let's go ahead and we've got that. We've got that. F5 for safety. Time warp on up. I'm not setting an alarm. I'm doing this live. Honestly, the exact time I burn this node is not exactly important. Up. Oh no, I went over by 5 minutes. What'll I do? Burned it anyways. You're in interplanetary space. Watch what happens. I'm just going to turn on the engines. Oh, wait. Did I shut down? I didn't shut down. 3 mode. Yeah, we don't need to burn that engine anymore because that's going to give us a lot more Delta V. Look at that. Taking off that big engine gives us another 600 Delta V in our unlocked tanks. It doesn't even matter the exact timing on this. We are just burning in the correct direction. And I am just going to try and tune my Duna periapsis by burning like this. Come on, girly. Come on. There comes my orbit. There comes my Duna pass. Look at this. There's that Ike encounter. Now what am I going to do? I'm actually going to turn on RCS. I'm going to press H, and I'm going to tune the rest of this orbit with RCS. I could actually get it a lot lower to Duna, because remember, I'm going to actually try to aero brake at Duna. So that right there, no Duna periaps. We don't like that. Let's go with that. Using RCS for the fine-tuning. It's a really good idea. Even if you're not going to dock with anything, maybe put some RCS just so you can use it for the fine-tuning, because it's a really good idea. Look how I was able to get that node. Thank you for your help, but I don't need you anymore. Looks like we need to go a little bit of pink triangle here, so we could do that. Just do it live. Looking at the nav ball, I can go pink triangle. I can burn normal just a little bit. See how I'm swinging a little bit south of the planet? What I actually want to do is come a little bit north, and I'm going to fix it with RCS. I need to control from the probe core. Sorry for the weebly wobblies. I do have a probe core that fixes that. But in the interest of time, let us do this. Because coming up, I'm going to be building an interplanetary carrier that we're going to take out to Minimus for some check rides. We're going to do some lander training on Minimus coming up. Let's go ahead and burn this flat. I'm just tapping the RCS. That right there looks muy bueno. That is good. Zyremo, Oyowu, and who was the last one? Hetsu, Poba, Dragon023. Ladix, I got. All right, I got all the followers. Guys, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I'm Das Valdez, doing a little early stream tonight, trying to give some trying to do some European stream there. Apparently I mucked it up, but hey. Let's see what we've got. We've got this. We've got that. I have no clue what Telcel even is. I don't even know what that word is. What is this? Sour, please. There was another follow, guys. Oh my gosh, Blazish. Blazish. Blaze-ish. Who knew that a Z and an ISH were hard to say together? We can actually just set an alarm here. Kerbal alarm clock, I love. Add. My alarm is going to be my SOI change. It recognizes that that's the next big thing coming up. The Majesty Mark 1B minus. We're going to do this 1 minute out. Add alarm. Let's just get there. Let's watch the Kerbal Orrery go around here. We are going there. Here is this. Watch the Orrery while I eat a chicken McNugget. 110,000. 100,000. Is that going to be time for nuggets? It's a good time for nuggets. It's a good day for science. It's also a good time for nuggets. I don't even know what Telcel is. What is that? Does it pay my rent? Because that's what I need to do. Snuggly Squid, what's up? You haven't missed anything, buddy. Have I gone shopping? I've been looking around. I'm paralyzed by choice. Could you use KSP to help Surge less science? I could. Patreon account. Okay, I did read that. Do I accept monocrafts? Y'all like that spin, yo? Maybe I should have focused on Kerbal, huh? Alright, Dres, Jewel, Lath, Val, Tylo, Bop, Pole, Elu, Majesty Mark 1B, Sun. It's better this way. Oh, but it's time for us to do our Duna encounter. So let's just go back to our ship. We are coming up to Duna here. We are apparently in Duna's sphere of influence. I don't even know what's going on there. That's not looking good. But let's actually go to map view. Where is Duna at? Oh, it's looking good. Now what we need to do an arrow break. Can I focus on Duna? Tab, 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 tab. Kerbin Moon, Minmus. Duna is next. There's Duna. Atmospheric trajectories. Are you working today? I installed your update. I did. Talk to me, Goose. Alright. Is it going to work? I'm not hitting the atmosphere right now. Are you going to work? I totally installed your update. Let's see what we've got. What I need to do here, the most efficient way to do this, I'm just going to talk through it instead of demonstrate. The most efficient way to do this is to burn radial in. Where's my Y? That's interesting. Why is nav HUD not coming up when I press Y? Because I'm focused on Duna. That's why. Because I'm in map view. What I actually need to do is figure out where I need to turn to get radial in. That right there is the radial in marker. Blocked by the sun, apparently. Wouldn't that be my luck? Radial in is directly towards the sun. But that's okay. What I need to do is point radial in over this way. Who knew that I would be blocked by the sun like that? With the radial in marker right there underneath the sun. Here it is on the nav ball as well. Using nav HUD to help me orient myself. And I'm going to go back to map view. And I need to burn radial in until I get an encounter with the atmosphere. I need to dip down into Duner's atmosphere here. I know it's not Duna. I'm just calling it Duner. So, let us do that. F5 for safety since we're here. And let's do the burn, the big old burn now. See how that's lowering my periaps? This is the cheapest way to lower your periaps for the arrow break. I'm not even going to calculate it. I'm just going to see if this is going to work. So we're coming in. Periaps. Periaps. There we go. There's my atmospheric trajectory. It's not showing me what I'm going to do. It must not be changing my orbit enough. Let's see. There we go. That's what I wanted. A little bit too much. That's too much. What is that periaps? 10,000. How do I fix it? RCS. Turn on your RCS. N. Look at that. That right there is a mighty fine looking arrow break at Duna. I love it. I love the trajectories mod. I'm talking to the guy. He lives in France. I'm going to try to get him here on the stream because I want to be able to talk to him on the stream and I want y'all to be able to ask questions and stuff like that. Give feedback. Why do you shrink? Why are you shrinking? But I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him about coming out and visiting us here at the Kerbal Space Academy. We just got to work at the times. I've got to get a day where I can get on early enough that he can also be on. So, let's do the arrow break. F5 for safety. Where's Duna? I don't even see it yet. Time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Watch it from map. That'll tell me where I am. Come on down now. I love the atmospherics. There goes Ike. Don't you troll me, Ike. Don't you crash into me. This looks okay. There we go. Now we're coming up to Duna. We should have some good shots of Duna here. There's Ike. Duna must be over here. There's Duna. She's looking pretty. Engineer, you're not going to help me with this one. I'm basically toast or I'm good to go. I am pointing the wrong way right now. I'm falling towards this. Let's go to time warp. I can fly her in time warp. She is stable enough. We have the technology to fly in time warp. And I'm going to try to put her... Nope, that's that way. I'm going to have to put her this way. I'm going to try to put her tail end to the atmospheric braking. Like that. That's pretty close. Time warp off, regular time warp on. Let's just get down there and do this. 7-11. 7-11. That's okay. It's my channel. Shiva 1945. Shiva 1945. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Is Das Toaster good to go? Place your bets now. I think we're good to go. If not, I can always fire up that main engine and save the craft. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Here's Duna. Did I unlock these engines? I did not. Dang it. I've got the weight towards the front again. Nothing we can do about it. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see what we've got. I do know that I needed to put all the weight in the back so that I could lawn dart, I could feather. All of this was drag and all of this was mass. That is something that I needed to do. Dude, Daniel K. Glenn, M36 class, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I'm Dos Valdez. We did an interplanetary transfer. We talked through the interplanetary transfer, how to do the computations, how to set up the burns, when to do it. This ship right here, if you're just here because you love the ship, you can download her, you can fly her in your own save. A, get KSP, support SWAT if you don't have it. B, go to my Kerbal X page. Craft link is going to come up in just a second. C, download the Majesty Mark 1B. This is the Majesty Mark 1B. Make sure you have KSP 0.25. It's full stock. You can fly it in your own save. It takes off from the surface of Kerbin. You're good to go. You are good to go. So we're just kind of feathering here. And I'm going to dip way down into that Duna atmosphere. Oh, that time warp, though. Let's see till we start heating up. No, my panels, wait. No, my navigational radar that does actually nothing. Let me fix that right quick. There we go. And there we go. Good to go. Good to go. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. We're at 20 right now. 19. There's 1-8. 1-7's coming up. 1-6, 1-5. I think we're going to go all the way down to 10. We do have fuel balancer. Just to get more command space. Hey. Apparently we are going to go through this nonsense. I need to donate to Nightbot just to get more command space. Yeah, I need to look into that. I do need to look into that. Woofer, use Dr. Pepper for ballast. Apparently she wants to go this way today. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to let her tumble. But maybe we need to start doing this prograde, because look, she's lawn darting in this direction. We've got a lot of mass up there, and all these tanks are dry, I betcha. Huh. I'm seeing if I can't feather her out. How would you like this to be your view from the IVA? Hey, there's Duna. Hello, Duna. I hope we don't crash into you today. We got a little bit of weeble wobble going here. Anyways, we better watch it from out here just in case we need to go emergency evacuation mode. There we go. I wish there was just one button to always take me to the craft. I like it if I'm pointing prograde, though. Let's check our trajectory. See how that atmospheric brake is pulling our trajectory down? We're about to pass the periaps. Doing a periaps in 3 hours. That can't be right. Oh, well, whatever. Who knows? Huh. Apoaps in how long? 1 hour? It's not showing. It's thinking that I'm already past the periaps. Oh, I'm braking in this direction, I guess. Did I just put this in an anti-normal orbit? Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, we've already passed the periaps. We're good to go. Look at this. And look at that aero brake calculated by the trajectories mod. The trajectories mod is so freaking cool. I didn't even see any heating. There wasn't even any heating, and apparently we need to start taking her nose first into this, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but nose first will work. We'll roll her out. We'll put her in a We'll put her in a stable orbit. Screet. Yeah, I've actually got a good speed, and I just haven't tuned the crap for it. Whoa, there was one. Who was that? Dude, Bomber T990. Go get more Nightbot commands, man. On me. Bomber, I will use that to donate to Nightbot. I appreciate that. I will do that. We were trying to clean up the commands last night, but I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that. I appreciate that, dude. Bomber. I will go and get more Nightbot commands so that you guys can spam people more. Yes. Dude, Bomber, I appreciate you. You came over from Phone Stream. Is Phone here? I haven't checked the chat in a minute. Is Phone here? Let me know. We are good to go. Let me just time warp through this. Let's do the time warp again. Chicken nugget hype. Gotcha. Corn chips. What's up? Alt F12 for safety. Nice. Casper, dude, you are welcome to. You are welcome to post a link to some awesome site. You know that. You know that, man. You know you're good to go with that stuff. Don't give me that. That's 509. Let's add a node. There we go. I don't want to go in the atmosphere again or I will land, and this is not a landing craft. 5-2. Why don't we just put her in a come on. You can click on it to make it stick, right? Sometimes. Come on. Seriously? Yeah. Yes, thank you. That'd be nice if that got fixed. I'm going to just put her up at about 100. Just because I like picking nice even numbers. And then I am going to go on to my next part of the stream. 39 meters per second. That's good. That's good. We've got this. What is wrong with retrograde orbits? Nothing really. I mean, there's not really anything wrong. If I want to go out, I wonder if I could change into a different orbit by slinging around Ike or something like that. Maybe we'll do that in a free play. Let me just get her stabilized here. That's all I need to do. Whoa! Prometheus Viper, Liam DFC, Junharad, or Junarhad. Junarhad, I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. Daniel Clegg, I think I got. M36 class, I think I got. Okay, good. Everybody, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I'm Das Valdez. We are good to go. I am just going to put this craft in a stable orbit around Duna, and then I am going to go build a ship for the next part of the stream. That is what I am going to do. Just rotate for me, girly. Come on and go find that node. There you go. Outstanding. Untime warp. Retime warp. Get on up there to that burn. 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 20. No, that's not what comes after 31. That's not even right. Das, now you're just saying stuff, dude. Ivy Wren. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Thank you for the enrollment. I'm Das Valdez. I teach Kerbal Space Program. I want you to be able to play Kerbal Space Program. Either you're just entertained, which is perfectly cool, or you can learn some Kerbal Space Programs. Hang out with me on my streams. That is what I do, Kerbal Space Program. I do a boot camp every other weekend, where if you've never even played the game before, if you think it's too complex, come to my boot camp and I will get you going. I'll show you how to install the mods you need in order to see what's going on. I will show you how to, 24 seconds, I don't even care. I will show you all the basics of building the rockets. I'll show you how to get into orbit. I'll show you how to rendezvous and dock. I will show you how to get to the moon. I'll show you how to build a lander and land on the moon. That is what I do in boot camp. It's just in a stream. So order a pizza or something. Because it does take some time to do all that stuff. But I do that every other weekend. Coming up in a couple weeks now, I think. There we go. I could actually do her arrow break again, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and put this periaps up to where I need it. Trajectories, I don't need you anymore. There we go. I'm just going to move this periaps up. Did you see what was happening? I could actually use the atmosphere to break again. I just couldn't use the same trajectory I had. Let's get this done now that we're +2. Right about... Come on. Come on. Bing! Close enough. Delete the node. What is it? 104.5? That's excellent, dude. Abe Bus, or Baby Bus. I don't know how to say that. And was that broken spacebar? That sounds terrible. Broken spacebar. I hope you get that fixed. I'm Das Valdez. Thank you for enrolling in Kerbal Space Academy. We're in a stable orbit. Ike is certainly not going to pull us out of this orbit, I don't think. Let's see what we're doing. F5. Let's see if Ike is going to rend us from this orbit. I don't believe so. Oh, I can't warp fast enough. Oh, whatever. I think we're safe. Anybody may want to confirm that we're safe there. But, that is us. Dude, Soul Wager, when did you sneak in? You totally snuck in. What I'm going to do next Coming up next, I need to design a planet. It's going to be a KSA carrier that carries multiple landing pods, because for my stream, my actual KSA stream tonight, I'm going to be doing landing drills, landing school on Dunas, on Minimus. I combined the two together apparently. I'm going to be doing landing drills, landing school on Minimus. I'm going to design a carrier in the next hour to take out to Minimus with multiple landing things in it. I have a couple ideas that I want to do for this landing drill out at Minimus. And what I'm going to do is design this ship in the next 40 minutes, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to fire up KSA U.S. Edition, Eastern Standard Time, I guess, and we are going to do landing drills on Minimus tonight. I'm going to show you how to design the landers. I'm going to show you how to pilot the landers. You'll be able to download the ship yourself so that you can take the ship up to Minimus and you can practice landing. Minimus is the I am new to landing place to be. So we're going to design some ships that are very forgiving, have lots of Delta V, so that you can practice the basics of landing. And we're going to use it in a carrier on Minimus with some other special features. For now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on some chip tunes. I'm going to finish my chicken nuggets here. We're going to be good to go. Let's put it in screensaver mode, maybe. Into screensaver mode, down at the ship. The KSA Majesty class, if you want to download the Majesty class, you can actually download it from my Kerbal X account. Count True Silver, Lariner, both of you, thank you for joining Kerbal Space Academy. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Let's zoom in on this. That looks good. Screensaver mode, IP class, KSA Majesty, 127 Kerbals, 5,000 meters per second Delta V, port and starboard docking bays for away craft. I'll take this away craft out to Ike during a free play or something like that. We've got it on both sides. This was designed by Nubius Maximus, who's in the channel, I think. I did a viewer submission contest. But we filled this up with this double-parted craft. It actually docks itself together, then it can go, and we'll send it out to Ike or something like that. Let's close that down. Also, again, the stream, not officially sponsored by Delicious Dr. Pepper. Don't go on an interplanetary cruise without a full complement of Dr. Pepper, because it's delicious. They don't actually pay me to say that. I just love Dr. Pepper. I'm from Texas. I live in North Carolina now. I wish that I could get some Dublin Dr. Pepper out here in North Carolina. Start a letter writing campaign and have them sell it here or something. I don't know. Harris Teeter is a store that sells stuff like that. Maybe I could get Dublin Dr. Pepper at Harris Teeter. Let's close that down. That was my fake advertisement for Dr. Pepper. I'm going to put her in screensaver mode. I'm going to be reading chat. I'm going to eat some McNuggets. And then we're going to go build a ship. So, that's good. We need